Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play around a little. I don't know how many of you know about Toybox. Every single owlcat game since Pathfinder Kingmaker has had this mod be one of its like staple mods that you absolutely fucking need. Unless you're playing a completely vanilla playthrough, of course, but owlcat games are infamous for coming out broken as shit. And Toybox is how we got around that for pretty much the entire time. Except for like at the very beginning when the very first owlcat game came out, and then technically we had to find other ways. We had to edit save files, okay? Oh, I'm conflicted. Do I stay blind or do I want to watch this? When you say blind, do you mean like have you seen the Dark Heresy Alpha? Because this isn't gonna like spoil you most likely on anything that happens after the alpha, but because I'm literally loading a save of the alpha, you might get a teeny tiny bit spoiled of like the very small things of the alpha. I already did a little bit of digging yesterday myself off stream, and I wouldn't say that any of the things that I found were super spoilery. I've seen where you regain control of your character in the first map. Okay. Well, from everything I saw yesterday, the first 3 minutes or so, from everything I saw yesterday, like the most that I noticed in these like flags and these little thingies, it was like names and classes and stuff, right? So it's not like plot points. So if you're worried about plot spoilers, you're probably not going to get a whole lot of them through this. It's more about like, oh, can we find out what kind of companion, what races of companions we're gonna get, stuff like that. And maybe their names, shit like that. Like, that's what you're most likely gonna be able to find out from this. 7 stream streak, thank you, that's cool. So it depends on like what your definition of spoiler is. Like, I don't like spoilers either. If I thought this was going to spoil like the fucking lore, like not the lore, the story of the game, I wouldn't be doing this, right? I'm doing it because I'm pretty sure it probably won't. So it's up to you if you want to stay completely blind or if you're okay with doing a little digging. So I have a friend of mine who's very, very, very excited about the fact that the Night Lords are a very prominent faction in this game. However, she wishes to stay completely ignorant of this, but I don't. I want to go and find out. So I'm gonna go and see if we can find anything that suggests Night Lords real quick, other than obviously the things that are already in the alpha. Because if you know Dark Heresy when it was a TTRPG, then you know that they're relevant, but that's not the point. The point is trying to figure out if perhaps we get a Night Lord companion, something like that. Let's see. First, here's what we're gonna do. Now, the best way that I can do this is to use the search and pick, because search and pick, which is the thing you're looking at right now, it basically searches through pretty much the entire code of the game and just tries to find flags, tags, just anything that's like a key value sort of construct, and then display it. So it makes it very easy for you to search for pretty much any word or combination of words that you want. You have to keep in mind a bunch of things though. For example, occasionally you will find random tags that are in freaking Cyrillic, because owlcat is originally Russian. So unless you know words in Russian, you're not going to be able to find those. You're not going to be able to search for those. Another thing is that a lot of the times, companions, for example, they're not saved in the code as the name of the companion. They're actually saved by their role. So, for example, Larther is, most of his tags, you will see, are not called something something Larther. They're called something something Corsair, Companion Corsair, Corsair Companion, shit like that. So, yeah, we're gonna take those things into account while we search around. Okay. So, the first big thing that I wanted to check is, can we find out more information about the companions that we don't have in the alpha, right? Because you're seeing all of them right now. Like, this is it. Right? Plus the Katakan jungle warrior dude, who is currently not in my party, but he was in my party. When I started looking for Cyrillic immediately. Yeah, I know. If I could, I would, but I have a very limited ability to read Cyrillic, but not to understand it, which is a very ironic, weird thing to say, but it's what happens when you know the alphabet of a language, but not the meaning. Is you can read it, but you have no idea what you're saying. It's very funny. But I know that there are other companions outside of these. They have been confirmed companions in interviews and stuff that are not present in the alpha. So I want to see what I can find out about those companions. So the first thing we're going to search for is companion. Just the word companion, right? So Hamar, if I recall correctly, is our Katakan companion. So nothing new here. Whispers under her breath while typing frenetically. Hey, I'm in. Exactly. Frantically. The target and all its allies. Okay, so this is all probably his. The other thing we can do for each one of these is we can open it, and you can kind of just... Oh, there you go. Katakan companion. That's Heimar. How about romance? We will search for the word romance. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. We'll get there. It's okay. Let's see. Bastions, Serpentes, named NPCs, and companions. Okay. Companion doesn't necessarily mean romance. No, companion is the most generic word that they usually use to mean our NPCs that walk around with us. I'm gonna zip by myself again. It's okay, Capillus. It's okay. So here you can see Chirurgeon Companion, which is her. It's Epion? I forgot her name. Chirurgeon Companion bark scene. So this is something to do with her combat barks or stuff like that. Is this the minds that the children yearn for? I mean, maybe. Probably, yeah. Let's see. Companion places. Can we find anything? No. Like, if I really wanted to, I could open these, like, recursively, keep opening, right? But that's too much for me. Now, here's an interesting one. I noticed this yesterday. Zero companion. And you might be like, what's a zero companion? If you know a little bit of Warhammer lore, you might start guessing. You might start guessing what a zero could be. But, let me see if it's here. It's not here yet, but we're gonna encounter this term later. And you guys are gonna find out what it is. No sugar adder equals no romance. Born leader. Ah, this is one of the big reveals of data mining. When any number of enemies within the aspyce chorda's influence. Aspyce chorda is a name you should remember from Rogue Trader. She was mentioned. She was one of the rogue traders of the Chorda dynasty. The same dynasty that Incendia Chorda is part of. This, I think, was her predecessor, I believe? Something along those lines. She is a companion in this game. This... Now that you said it, thank you, Kibdillos. The T, I know! This is why this is so fun. Now, one thing you should always remember. Everything that we're looking at is in an alpha build. It could be cut between now and the game coming out. They could cut it out. So everything we're looking at is things they intended to have in the game at the time they made the alpha. They could still change their mind. They could still remove it. They could add more things. So keep that in mind. But at this point in time, Aspyce Chorda, predecessor of Incendia Chorda from Rogue Trader, is a companion. Which is pretty fucking cool. Rogue Trader Companion. Literally, her name is Rogue Trader Companion. That's her passive feature. It's pretty cool. Brute companion. I'm guessing that's our boy. That's our big boy, Cog. If I recall correctly. Brute. This unit's willpower is reduced whenever the... He's not here yet, but I recall that it was. So do we find out how she died and the next one got the mental of RT? I actually can't remember 100% if that's already told in Rogue Trader or not, or if that's a mystery. Is that a mystery in Rogue Trader, or do people tell you how she died? I don't recall anymore. No idea. Well, I guess we'll find out. So Brute Companion, I'm pretty sure is Cog. So should not be anything new. Brute Companion, feature list. So let's go to the next line. Next thingy. Huh, Burnt Verse. Oh, this is from our Psyker Companion. I remember this. This is one of her abilities. Yeah, so Hierophant Companion is the name for him, for this dude over here. I think his name is like Sorrow, or yeah, Sorrow, I think is his name. The only reason I know is because yesterday I was looking through this for a little bit, and I managed to discover that. Oh, there you go. By your side, all enemies within cogs, and then you can see Ogren Companion. I'm pretty sure Ogren Companion and Brute Companion are the same, but we'll find out later. Saruman? Exactly. Kajakan Jungle Fighter, we know who the Kajakan Companion is. We have him. Kajakan Jungle Fighter. Kajakan Companion, that's Highmark. You see it keeps showing up with the same name. Brute Companion. Yeah, there it is. So you see Brute Companion, and then you see character name Cog. So they're one and the same. Brute Companion, Ogren Companion, and Cog are the same person. Next. Kajakan. Oh my god. Haymar, get the fuck out of my fucking... Chirurgeon, that's her. We know who that is. That's our girly. Chirurgeon Companion. That's Epion, I think was her name. I keep forgetting her name. I'm so sorry, ma'am. Excuse me while I check your name again. Because I'm terrible. Oh, I was saying it correctly. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so bad with names. Oh, there it is again. Chapter 1, Bastion, Zero Companion. Zero Companion. Zero Companion. Interesting. That's interesting. So this is odd. This is odd because it says Eldari race. It could be, this is just a sprite, so it could be, how would you say? Could be, a placeholder. I wouldn't trust the fact that the icon is Eldari race icon too much. But, yeah. Bastion, Zero Companion. Is Bastion their name? Very interesting. You will see later what this Zero is. They show up later again. Chirurgeon, this is all of her things. All of her abilities and stuff. Living Companion, Zero Companion. Bastion, Bastion, Bastion. Eldari race. I wonder... Remembering names is difficult, that's why we need nicknames like Smoothie. Good one. Good one. We can also see how there's this like pattern of Chirurgeon, that's class, word companion, underscore name, underscore feature list. So we could do, and this is always for companions, so we could do underscore feature list real quick. 1 second. Feature list. And that should give us all the companions that have these flags already set. So we know who the Kajakan companion is. We know who the Brute companion is. We know Chirurgeon, because that's her. Companion Krut is her. It's our girlie. Look at that. Companion Tech Priest. Genitor. Genitor isn't any kind of Tech Priest. That is a Magos Biologies, or whatever it is. I think. Magos. So if you look up Genitor, you will get... They specialize in genetics, so we're dealing with a genetic specialization of a tech priest. Her name is Hypatia. Hypatia? Hypatia. Something like that. So this is the name of the infamous tech priest companion that Owlcat has confirmed is going to be romanceable. Because that was their great regret from the Hypatia, I would say. Possibly, yeah. That was their great regret from the first game, is just how many people wanted to romance Pascal and couldn't. And so they were like, you know what, we heard you guys. We will make the tech priest in this game romanceable. Is that not a name from the cult of... The cult of what? So yeah, no, she is a Magos Biologies. Which biologies? Of Pascal. Yeah. She's from the same faction. Did he not have a Hypatia? You think he knew her? He mentions her or something? We can try. I can try to look it up. I'm not seeing her name. It must be a similar name you're thinking of. One of the group that was killed before. No. I'm not seeing her name showing up anywhere, but someone who has better search skills than me could perhaps. But I am not seeing her name showing up anywhere. So no. This is a new tech priest companion who will be romanceable. That part is confirmed by Owlcat. So there you go. That's Hypatia. And then we have Larther. We already have him. That's our boy over here. That's our Corsair boy. Who shows up both as Corsair companion and in his full name. We have the Fighter companion, which I think is just the Kazakan dude. If I recall correctly, this is the Kazakan dude. You were cooking though? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were cooking, Cabdelos. The name is familiar. There you go. Can I find anything in here? Localized name. Well, if it turns out to be, it turns out to be. So Hierophant is Sarah over here. Took me a really long time to figure that one out, but it is him. The reason for this is because if you look up, if you look up Hierophant, in Warhammer 40k, the first thing you're going to see is that is the name of a type of tyrannid. And I was like, but it's like a tyrannid that's like fucking 5 trillion feet tall. It's like a giant. And I was like, there's no way we're having a fucking tyrannid as a companion who's the size of a goddamn building. So the answer is no, we're not. Jesus Christ. It's because there is one other usage of that word in Warhammer 40k. Hierophants are servants in an inquisitorial retinue that are pious, holy men of the ecclesiarchy, such as priests or banishers. So, this character over here, despite the fact that he's a psyker, he does come across throughout the alpha as extremely religious. So, yeah, he is the Hierophant. I was pretty sad when I found this out. Because I was really sure we were gonna have like a Tyrannid companion. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna have a fucking Tyrannid companion. You're kidding me? That's hilarious. Impossible as fuck, but I mean, they compacted a Tyrannid? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, holy shit. No way. But no. Unfortunately, no. Erase this prologue. So I've seen this. I think Iratus might be one of those. You know in Pillars of Eternity 1 when you have a companion that only lasts for the prologue and then dies immediately? I'm guessing that might be what Iratus is. Because she doesn't, or he, sorry, sounds female to me, but yeah, whatever. This person's name shows up in a way that almost makes it sound like it might be a companion name, but then, because, you know, it has feature list, like all the other companions, but then it just says prologue. What if you get a Tyranid pet? Baby Tyranid friend? The problem with haha baby Tyranid friend is that Tyranids are a hive mind, so yeah. You'd have to get an excuse like, this Tyranid is defective and cannot communicate with the hive mind or something like that. And that's why you can befriend it. You would have to have some kind of excuse like that to make a character like that. You can try to Google this name though. See if it means anything. No. Iratus. Doesn't seem like anything. Yay, mama sacrifice. So yeah. Whatever this was. Nothing. Next. Crude companion, we know who that is. Leader companion. So this, I believe, is probably the rogue trader lady, Chorda. Leader companion public alpha feature list level 6. So this is in the alpha, or was meant to be. Prerequisites. We'll find it. This Tyranid does not have Bluetooth. Exactly. There you go. Noble companion, aspyce chorda. There she is again. This one's pretty straightforward. Leader companion. Why does it show up like that? Who is leader companion? Is it just meant to be us? I don't think so. I think that makes sense. Last description. No. 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 From this one we can't get much. But we can remember that terminology, leader companion. I'm just gonna write it down real quick, because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to remember everything. And then search for it on its own to see if it's just another word for aspyce chorda or if it's a different person. Auguring companion we know is Cog. There it is, another one of these. Persephone prologue. Again, like Iratus, there seems to be a person whose name is Persephone, who is probably a companion that only exists in the prologue. I'm guessing they die at some point. Cool name though. Now, if I recall correctly, pirate companion is also just corsair. So it's our boy Larthur. Persephone, Hypatia, they took names from mythology quite a bit. You've noticed? Remember, the names that show up here might not match the names that they give them in the final game. So these could be nicknames that they've given the characters because it says something about them. But then when you actually get to the game, they have a completely different name. I did give the disclaimer about my limited ability today. It's okay, Cabdillos. Operative companion. Oh no, not an operative. It feels bad. Operative could be her, could be the Crute. Because I do believe she has the operative thingy. Pirate companion, again, that's our boy Larthur. Feature list, player operative, player leader, private alpha. Player leader, level 9. Goes all the way to level 9. Who are you? Player leader. Is it just meant to be us? I'm guessing it is because it says player. So, player leader and then leader companion is probably just meant to be us. I'm guessing. Hence the name player. Now, Psyker companion Sorrow. There it is, Sorrow. That's our boy. Which is also Hierophant. It's also him. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Spy companion Tuma Ortos. No idea who this is. Who's Tuma Ortos? And why are they a spy? Are they a spy for us or against us? Who knows? And what would classify them? Because notice that the other names are usually like a class, you know, Psyker companion. So what would be a spy? Would that be like of the Assassinorum? Of like the Imperium Assassinorum? Because that'd be fucking cool. Like, hell yeah. Let's see. Officio Assassinorum. Apologies for the fuck up. Let me see. So they have like, I think it's like 4 major temples. Is it 5? I think it's 4. Ah, it's 4, yeah. Is any of them known more than the others for spying? Yep, Kalidus. The Kalidus assassins. I'm gonna read it to you guys. So the Kalidus temple is the subtlest of the ancient temples of the Officio Assassinorum, specializing in the artful deception of the enemies of the Imperium. The methods of these assassins are those of utmost cunning and duplicity. So, could be a Kalidus assassin. If that is the case, then I think this is the assassins that are like the women in leather, hot chick king assassins, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Yeah, that is it. Based on the stream, we need to know if they're romanceable, because if not, why not romance if romanceable shaved? I know. We'll specifically go after this later then. I'm gonna make a little note here. The spy companion. And then we're gonna try to search for the word assassinorum. And we're gonna try to search for the word Kalidus, because that is the one that I think is most likely to be the temple that they're from. Kalidus. We'll try. Ah, there it is. Zero Companion Discordance. So the Zero Companion that you guys are seeing here, my suspicion is that this is a pariah. And you'll know why I suspect that in a bit, because there are other mentions of the word pariah in the game, in here. Also known as nulls or blanks. They are the psychic, the psychers that are the anti-psyker. They make psychers uncomfortable. Also, the most well-known ones being the Sisters of Silence. I don't know if this is going to be a Sister of Silence. They're not exclusively the only blanks, nulls, and so on out there, but they are the most well-known. If we get a Sister of Silence as a companion, I will fucking cry. Tears of happiness, of joy. Because that is awesome. I love them. I love the Sisters of Silence. But that is my theory. We're gonna search for the word discordance in a second. And 0. Okay, let's go. So what did I have here? I had leader. Oh, see what I meant about random Cyrillic. Ah! Yeah, that's crude stuff. Okay. Crude village. Do we see anything about leader companion maybe? No, that's just the ones we've already seen. Companion. No, it seems like leader is most likely aspyce chorda, if not just your own character. Most likely. Spy. No, not aspyce. Hidden. Ah, I love these. There it is. Spy companion. Anything else? Anything else? Come on. Nothing. Spy companion. Hidden. Spy companion. Modifier. Arrow placeholder. That's just placeholders. Anything else? Not yet. Occupation talent. Spy companion. Nothing. Oh, Jesus. What have I done? Oh, okay. Spy companion. Bycaster. Cyrillic said draft, so nothing major. Okay, thank you. Spy companion. Any words that stand out? Threatening area. So this is this companion's abilities is what we're currently running into. But what we're trying to see is if we can find something that connects spy companion to some other term that we can either also search or that immediately tells us who they are or what they are. Spy. It just says spy. Mind you that considering that we are part of the Inquisition, it's just as likely that this is a spy that's been sent to spy on us as it is that they are our spy. So, you know. It's entirely possible they're perfectly on our side. Next. Spy companion. Spying on a spy? Also true. I am literally spying on a spy right now. We all are. The Inquisition would be proud. Hidden. Future passive effect buff. Pom 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 pom. Yeah. Okay. More hidden. They got a lot of. Add one item. There's an item. Oh, a spying skull. Oh, that's cute. Wait, what? What's that? Spying skull. The fuck's a spying skull? Could it be that it's one of those little floating skulls? You know, the ones that announce the rogue trader. Could it be that that's like it's not so much that it's like a whole ass companion as it's like a pet type of companion This is just like a little spying skill that we use. Because we are like investigators and stuff, so maybe it's more along those lines, actually. We'll see, we'll see. I love those in RT. In RT, they're like 100% just to announce you. But you see, that's what Abelard's for. So I found them very unnecessary. I already had Abelard. Spy companion. Come on. Melee. Okay, thank you. Linchpin. Interesting. Not yet, not yet. We're running out of hiddens, at least. Wild Hunt Heroic Act. Ability. Doesn't tell me too much. Unless there's something specific with that name. Well, the term Wild Hunt exists within the Warhammer 40k universe, but this is very unlikely. Space Marine related stuff, but I doubt it. Abelard is better for the soul, like that's my father. I know, Abelard's dad. It's Dadalard. It's just Dadalard, okay? Let's be real. Sorry. I forgot where we were. Fuck. Ah. Fuck. Yeah, there it is. Wild Hunt Heroic Act. There is a very specific thing that could be referring to, but I doubt it. Okay. Hollow Shore, Spy. I don't think this is related. Find Spy. Operative's Gun. Put blame on Spy. Oh no. Aspyce. Spy disguise. Spy, my job is done here. Oh, that's hilarious. I love how much the word Kingmaker still shows up in the fucking files of Warhammer Dark Heresy. That's fucking brilliant. Spy companion dialogue, there it is. Still not showing up. Motherfucker. VO comments, that's cute. If we try to search for units, because that's people, right? And then if I say companion, I can spawn them. Hold up. We can try to spawn them. Okay, 1 second then. Let's try to open a different location, because this is gonna be a mess to try and spawn people. I need an easier location to spawn people in. Actually, the brown marshes is not a bad idea. Let's try that one. Can I just load some motherfuckers in? Can I? So. 0 companion discordance. Hello, person who is hidden. The last bastion. Precise knife. And hidden. Attack debuff specialist. I'm sure that the appearance is a placeholder, so don't go off of that. Interesting though. Can I do anything else? No. Other than spawning them, it does not seem like there's much I can do. They did try to keep everything as hidden as possible, that's for fucking sure. Test companion. I do love me a test companion. Sure. Is that you? I'm not sure. It might be. Probably shouldn't do this. If they're hidden, why can't we see them? Men hide better. No, but it doesn't seem like us spawning them will help. Because it just shows a bunch of hidden terms. It does not help that I am quite lost right now. Ah, there it is. No. No, it's here. That's what I was looking for. The exit. The exit area. While they move. Spy companion. Tuma Ortos. Like, again, that is the person. Yeah, that's our boy. That's Arthur. Okay. What happens if I try this one? There it is, hidden. What the fuck? Oh, that's brilliant. Negative effect. Okay. I love that he is the default fucking image that they picked for the spy companion. That is so funny. Air of authority. Because this person's an officer. Okay. Oh, wait, yeah, finest hour. This is an officer. So the spy companion counts as an officer. Interesting. Tuma Ortos. This is at level 6. Calling the shots. This might actually be the one who shows up as a leader as well. Precise attack specialist. Interesting motherfucker. Okay, anyway. What about this one? Just made them show up in buttfuck middle of nowhere. Demoralize, humiliation. Hidden. Again, this is the one that I suspect is a pariah. So the reason I think that that is a pariah is because if you search pariah, you will find pariah companion. You see? So there is a companion who is a pariah. And pariah in Warhammer 40k refers very specifically to nulls, to blanks. So yeah. Fucking pariah companion. And my assumption is that Zero and pariah refer to the same person just because the other name for pariah is null, and I'm guessing null and Zero is the same here, unless they genuinely mean something else. Zero. Bring Zero to Zerby. So Zerby is the dude that is our boss, basically. Zero first meet. There it is. So Zero might actually be a different person. Zero might be a different person from pariah. Might, mind you. Might. Might fucking not as well. No, it might still be the same. Because Zero Companion shows up here with an actual name, Discordance, whereas if I search for pariah, they don't show up. They don't have a name. So, yeah. I think they're the same person. Do the two words ever show up together? Doesn't look like it. Not in any obvious way. Okay. So one of the things that I wanted to check was specifically when it comes to Night Lords. And the only evidence I have so far that maybe we will get a Night Lord companion is this. Astartes weapons. Usable Astartes weapons. Usually, the only companion in the first game in Rogue Trader who could use an Astartes weapon was the Astartes companion, if I recall. If I'm recalling correctly. I don't think that anyone outside of him could use it. But just in general, the existence of an Astartes weapon that is usable already hints that there's a higher chance that you're gonna end up having an Astartes companion who is meant to be using these weapons. So that's something. However, the possibility, maybe, perhaps, of an Astartes companion does not necessarily mean that it will be specifically a Night Lord. It might be one of the Astartes that exist within the Inquisition, like the Grey Knights and, you know, those types of motherfuckers. We can also try, let me see if the word silence shows up. Binding of Silence. Pyromancer. No, this is Pyromancer stuff. So, Sister of Silence does not show up. We can try... Can we try Kalidus? No, I figured. Spire Palace, Elite Assassin, chorda targeting. So there's gonna be some kind of assassination attempt on her, I'm guessing. But that's about it. Fend off assassins. Okay. So on that spy companion, we have very little info. And the leader companion is still very difficult to Yeah, okay. Leader companion showing up as commander. This is the commander of this unit has killed each of its allies. That's us. I'm pretty sure that's just us. Leader companion's just us. I think. It's just meant to be us. I think. What else? For 1 second. Let me try other... Conrad, curse... Nope. No word. I'm just trying words that are related to... Whoops, not Zers. That are related to Night Lords, real quick. Nostromo. Whoops. Nostromo, not quite the same. Close enough, I guess. That's the other problem, is that oftentimes a lot of these terms actually have typos in them. That's the 8th Legion. No. Wait. Slight, no. Legion? No. Terror. Do you have anything? Oh. Ripper Gun Terror. Lose to morale. Okay, no. Ogren. It's an Ogren. Most likely an Ogren weapon. That's unfortunate. Litany of Purification. Litany. Oh, it's because it shows up as Ministorum Crusader Litany of Terror. Which is funny, because you think it's the opposite. But okay. Warhammer Furious Recital. Oh, I know what this is. This is from the alpha. Okay. No. Sevatar. No. Chargo. Nope. Talos. Nope. I'm looking up just a few. Any kind of torture-related stuff. Torture instruments. Delightful. Good to know. Torture lecture. I have questions. I have so many questions. What do you mean? Trash, chaos, torture tools. That's fucking hilarious. Torture boots. Okay. But yeah. Chirurgeon. Cog. Combat surgery. Companion end. Nothing there. Companion name. Timers. Romance event. Oh, hello. Oh, that's the other thing. I guess we could search for the word romance, but that's gonna be quite specific. I'm not sure what that one says. I can try to translate it real quick. I doubt it's anything important, but... No, nothing important. Just generic. Companion name, romance timers, companion name, romance, DLC companion name. Oh, we already have DLC shit in here? Holy fuck. Romance counters, romance flags. Romance shows up in the word pyromancy, of course. Of course it does. But for the romance, what you actually want to do is go on the etudes. Go on the other thingy. On the other tab, because the other tab has things in order. shit. Aw. I could open this yesterday. I'm not sure why I can't open it today. That's unfortunate. Oh. Aha! There we go. We managed. Well, fuck you too, bitch. Can I just restart it? Ah, fine, 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 fine. Let me see. We could also check the races, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. Just Eldar, Ogren, and so forth and so on. Etudes. This is just generic. No, actually being able to open this would have been nice. I was able to open it yesterday. I am unsure why I cannot open it now. Settings, achievements, dialogue and NPCs. Oh well, the point is there isn't much about the romances yet in the etudes. There really isn't. So, yeah, unfortunate. There's just not much. Just, where were we? Companion name, companion tech priest. Yep, there it is again. Genitor Hypatia. That's like the main thing that's... Kazakan, Karajan, Chorda, we know her. Hunter, Ogren, Psyker, Spy. Tech Priestess, again. Companions Reunion, Companions Section. Tech Priestess, so that confirms that it is a female Tech Priest. There's the Persephone one, Robusi confirmed. Uh-huh. Corsair Companion. Okay. Corsair Companion costume. That's Larthur's stuff. Detached Valid Companions, no. Romance events, but we know that that's not. It's not gonna do anything. Aspyce chorda. Aspyce chorda. Genitor companion. Which we know that's the fake companion. What the f is that supposed to mean? Huh? Aspyce chorda, Aspyce. They have a lot of Aspyce chorda stuff. That's interesting. The spy companion that continues to show up as hidden. Yeah, pariah companion, there it is. Discordance apparently is her name. Or his. I don't know. Fucking hidden. Hidden. Spy companion. It's mostly spy companion that shows up as hidden. I guess that makes a lot of sense. Chorda is a possible companion, right? Specifically Aspyce chorda, which, if I recall correctly, was the predecessor of Incendia chorda that you meet in Rogue Trader. But there seems to also be this spy companion that we can find very little about. And And then there's, of course, the Tech Priestess here, which shows up as Genitor companion sometimes. That's the Tech Priestess. There's also a Pariah companion, which is really fucking interesting. Really interesting. Still wish I knew what the fuck this spy is. Tech Priestess with the robussy. Yeah, exactly. Spy companion. She is romanceable. That much we know. That is a thing. Might be the psyker in your team. No, it's not him. He shows up with a completely different name. Also, he's not a pariah. Pariah is the opposite of a psyker. It's an anti-psyker. It's the nulls, the blanks, the Sisters of Silence. It's not Sorrow. That does not mean, of course, that we necessarily are going to get a Sister of Silence. There are other pariahs out there. It's just usually, most people know them as the Sisters of Silence. The blank companion. Yeah, it's not just rumored. There are... It is in the files. It is very much in the files, buddy. It's just, you know how owlcat is. Like, they could still change their mind between now and release, and then she's just not there anymore. Poof. Gone. I'm more interested in this spy companion and what the fuck the implication of it is. What do you mean, spy? Is it simply because they're spying on us? Or is it because we're dealing with a Khalid's assassin? You know, it's like... Could that be the literal name? No, because I think spy companion actually has a name somewhere. Yeah, no, spy companion has a name. It's Tomos something. We've seen it. We've seen it show up before. The spy stuff. Genitor. Bro, there's so much hidden stuff. Hierophant, we know is him. Hide Crude Companion. Hunter Companion, I'm pretty sure Hunter is her. It's the Crude. Corsair, Wrath of Petra. Yeah, it's Rakti. Next. Crude. Hamar. Aspyce Chorda. Which is the Noble Companion. She shows up a lot as Noble or Lord Captain or Rogue Trader, whatever. She shows up a lot under those names. And then there's Ogren, of course. Ogren Companion, Cog. And there it is, the Pariah Companion being mentioned again. Real quick. Just... Again, operative. He just shows up as operative. Mercenary operative. Huh. These could be companions that are like only with you for a small amount of time. Either you know, they die in the prologue or they're just temporary companions. That is possible. That could explain why you have these like certain companions that show up that way. Pretend Hunter Companion. I'm even more concerned now. Rakti. This is related to him. Rogue Trader Companion, we know that's Aspyce Chorda. Sanctioned Pyromancer. Oops. Shaken. This is chirurgeon stuff. Katakan Companion, we know who that is. Spy Companion again. There you motherfuckers back. Who the fuck? What are you, bro? Tuma Ortos. There's the name again. Who is this person. Would maybe the last name is recognizable. Hold up. Because even though the characters are usually new, their last names sometimes are not. Ortos. No. Nothing. Nothing. Fucking Toma Ortos. But that's their name. Toma. Toma. We could search for the name in a bit. Prologue NPC. So the spy companion is with you at the beginning. Interesting. Could just be that this is one of those NPCs that, again, is not meant to live long. Veteran companion dialogue. Interesting sentence. There's a few companions that show up that have way fewer little items associated with them, and which makes me think that they are just temporary companions, you know? Test companion, that's my favorite. That's my fucking favorite. Voxed commands. Larthur. Way Secret Companion, that's our boy. Xenos Ruin. And there's Zero Companion, the Scordans. The Scordans. Another one that shows up saying that they have, you know, all the way to level 6. And that's a name. Zero Companion dialogue, but it doesn't tell me what the dialogue is. Zero Companion, the Scordans. Who are you, buddy? Who are you? Character name hidden. I can clearly see that it's Discordance. But I'm guessing it's also not the real name. Female portrait, though. So this is meant to be female. Female companion. Whose name... Whose temporary name is Zero. Or... whose temporary name is Discordance. I still think that this is... Zero is just meant to be null, which is meant to be pariahs, basically. I think they might be the same. Maybe the spy is also an Inquisitor? Could be. Yeah. Could be, could be, could be. Other than companion, I think I've searched. What else? What else? What else? We've tried romance. That did not go. Could try sleep. After sleep scene. Oh. Regular sleep or sleep? Unfortunately, it doesn't really tell us much. Elements array. Recruit Iraides prologue. That's another one of the prologue. We could try to search for prologue and see what's up there. Cool stuff. Behavior tree. Plague bearer. What? We're gonna run into some weird fucking shit in the prologue. Crazy navy, crazy survivor fighter, crazy survivor leader, crazy survivor shooter, invisible kitten. Invisible kitten. That's it. You heard here first, folks. We're fighting an invisible kitten in the prologue. What? Ranged servitor brain. What am I looking at? Tuma brain. Tuma is the first name of the spy. Persephone, we've seen her name. It's also like a possible temporary companion. Leader, warp, survivor. We've seen the term leader before. Put sub and dom? I doubt it. I can try in a second, but I doubt that. We're not gonna get another one of those. Cover crazy survivor prologue army description. I love that that's a fucking thing I just read. Demoralize. Humiliation. I'm pretty sure that's pariah stuff. Oh! We've seen this demoralized thing when I tried spawning the pariah earlier. We saw that it had this ability, and now Iraidis Prologue is showing up with that same ability. So could Iraidis be also the pariah maybe, or something? Could just be that they have the same ability, that's all. Death World, Guardfuck, Death World. Prologue, common, medium armor. Katakan. Okay, that's the Katakans using that armor. Great hammer. Common. Navy breach armor. Uh-huh. Cover. Broken ship. Okay. So we're getting our ship attacked. Awesome. Just great. Ogren boss. We're fighting a boss in the prologue. There it is, the fucking invisible kitten fight holder. The fuck's an invisible kitten fight holder? I have so many questions. Plague bearer, that's interesting. Crazy Navy again shows up, the term. Ogren boss. It could be the boss of the Ogren, not an Ogren that is a boss. Persephone, fire, hurricane, explosion. I guess she's a pyromancer? Crazy survivor fighter, Ogren boss. Right Tro feature. Okay. Broken ship servitor. Set target. Okay. Plant explosion. Okay, there's gonna be some weird explosions going on. Ogren boss, terrifying howl. Okay, that does sound like it's just an Ogren who is a boss. Persephone, Iraidis. These names show up again and again. I think they are just prologue companions that are probably gonna die, or they'll show up later, again, but not yet. Not for a while. Iraidis. Leader warp survivor. Pom pom pom. Step away for a while. Find anything juicy? I'm looking for the word prologue, and we keep seeing the word invisible kitten, and I don't know what the fucking invisible kitten is, but it's very funny. What the fuck's an invisible kitten, bro? I am seeing a lot of those companions that we saw earlier that I didn't have as much information on. They clearly show up a lot associated with the word prologue, so they are most likely, as I said, prologue only companions that die off or fuck off or whatever later. Invisible kitten? Yeah, the words invisible kitten show up a lot. That's not a joke. Leander prologue. Someone's name is Leander. Oh! Inquisitor de Terral. That's an Inquisitor, I guess. Persephone prologue. There it is again. Kitten's a solution to a gaming break bug, and if you remove it, the whole game falls apart. Oh god. That reference. Precise sword. Melee servitor. Okay. Counter actions. Prologue. Servitors, Psyker. Acolyte. Boss Ogren. Again, Boss Ogren. Who the fuck? We're gonna fight an Ogren, bro. That's mean. Why would you fight an Ogren? They're so cute. Remove mark from self. Again? Are we gonna get marked? Oh, there's the invisible kitten fight holder. Damn it! Not the invisible kitten fight holder. This was gonna keep me awake at night, bro. What the fuck's an invisible kitten fight holder? Plague bearer. Again. Plant. Just a plant. Just a literal plant. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Going insane. Persephone crippled. Explosion. Persephone's gonna explode or cause an explosion. She sounds like she's probably, oh, gonna blow herself. Well, that answers that. A fried hold full of kitten. Yeah. Got permission to data mine or just asking for forgiveness? I did get permission, yeah. Plague bearer, plague bearer. Plant is plant. I swear to God, I'm playing Baba as you again. Psyker, warp survivor, ranged servitor. Outcomes. Prologue spacecraft outcomes. Oh. So there are multiple. Maybe we can save it. Maybe we can stop her from blowing herself up. Maybe we can save Persephone from blowing herself up. Second prologue. No, second prologue companion. So it's the second companion of the prologue. Does it specify which one it is? Probably not. Wouldn't that be fucking nice? No, it does. It's the Persephone. So she shows up in the prologue. And then blows herself up. Hashtag save Persephone? I guess, yeah. My girl. Spy companion prologue NPC. So he shows up as an NPC in the prologue. But you don't necessarily recruit him there. He might show up later. Yeah. He might well show up later again. T prologue. I can't read that, bro. 1 second. Here we go again. Timers for prologue events. Okay. Okay. Other than that, what else can we try? Do you have any endings? I don't think so. Yeah, there's the hero ending, fight for loot ending, flesh shaper ending. I'm guessing those are like possible endings for her. That's about. Lar ending for his quest. Crute anarchy ending. That's fucking hilarious. What's a hero ending? Who does it apply to? Probably us, I'm guessing. Maybe not. Maybe it's to the Ogren. That'd be cute. Sister. Oh, we should search for the word sister, actually. Hold up. Interrogation sister hidden? Hidden why? Dying sisters. Well, that doesn't tell me much now, does it? Someone's dying. Knock knock biggest hero. Exactly. Brother, sister drama. Septima sister. Sister Helena. Who are you, Helena? I guess she was one of the sisters. Sister of Battle, Helia, Priscilla. Okay, there's a lot of sisters. We're gonna be meeting a lot of sisters. Battle Sisters dialogue. Cold welcome. Uh-oh. Adeptus Administration, Adeptus Astartes, Adeptus Mechanicus, Adeptus Astra Telepathica. Good Adeptus Mechanicus. Good Adeptus Mechanicus cube? Cube? The fuck? Okay. Hidden locked good. Not hidden locked good. Okay. Could be goods as in the things you sell. I'm a sec. Not locked. Islands. Fucking wild. Rope loot. Generator. Vendor faction. No, that's fair. I'm gonna hate this game if it doesn't have an invisible kitten. I know. Now we're really like... You know what? Let's search for the word kitten. Invisible kitten. Invisible kitten again. In the Kroot village. There's an invisible kitten in the Kroot village? Bro, I have so many questions. Could the invisible kitten... Wait, invisible kitten generator. We can generate invisible kittens? What? I have so many questions. So many questions. Invisible kitten. We can spawn one. Hold up. Where did it spawn? Where's my invisible kitten? It has to have spawned somewhere because I know I spawned that. Right. Stop, game, please. Thank you. Where did it go? Can't see him, it's invisible. Look. Look. Shut up! Fuck off. You might have a point, but fuck you. Yeah, it seems like it might be invisible. Damn it. Why did they make the thing called Invisible Kitten invisible? What the fuck, bro? That's just the opposite of false advertisement, and I don't appreciate that. Can we make it not invisible? Can we make it a visible kitten? Placeholder male portrait. What? So the invisible kitten has a portrait? I have so many questions. Party, saves, bag of tricks, loot, search. No. No. Bruh. I have so many questions. We can also spawn an invisible kitten generator, and then is that one also invisible? No, there is a generator in here. Why do you generate invisible kittens? Why do you generate invisible kittens? I don't understand. I don't understand. I know where this generator is from, but because yeah, in the Kroot village these generators exist, but why does it say invisible kitten? What? Is owlcat just fucking with us? Did they just put that word there to fuck with us? Is that it? I don't understand. Why are there invisible kittens? Just arranging a lot of kittens. You just can't see them. I know. This is gonna keep me awake at night, bro. I don't get it. It's gonna keep me awake at night. It is. Bro. After Lady Inquisitors. Do I wanna... You know what? That's okay. Human male. Inquisitor investigation. Inquisitor agent not beaten. Mirror ladies Inquisitor. Mirror ladies. Interesting. I could go here. Anton Zerby. Well, yeah, we know who that is. There's a Baron. Yep, there's a Baron. That's part of the Alpha. We beat the crap out of him. Begging Woman. Viva, Palace Guard. Rich Companion. Hospital Tech Priest. Medici Servitor. Canoness. These are sisters. Katakon. Motherfucker. Ancient Temple. Phonetic Army. Cultist. Okay. Baron Hideout. Bastion. Invisible Warp Portal. Soldier. Septima. Right, we know her. Excavation site. This is stuff. This also confirms that we are currently in chapter 1. This is chapter 1. So we're straight out of prologue. That's where the alpha takes place. It's straight out of prologue, chapter 1. Hostage fake Durkas. There's a lot of fake people out here. Recruit. Imperium Forces, chorda. Yep. Elite Assassin. Imperium Forces Elite Assassin. Do you actually mean that? Because that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Oh, Valkyrie. Valkyrie? Just gonna... It's a type of ship in Warhammer 40k. Those are ships. Ships have that name. Valkyrie. So this is probably an encounter that happens inside of that ship, or that ship drops these commanders or something onto the spire and then you fight them. Something like that. Xenos Ruin. Chief Tech Priest. Charlatan. Awesome. Epion Spes, that's our girly. Choir Master. Okay. Tech Priest, that's our girly who we haven't met yet. Our Corsair Companion. Deaconess. These are Sisters of Battle characters. Dead Agent Vision. What the fuck does that mean? Jugface is his name. Okay. I think we've met him. Default unit. Love that. Character name, unit name not set. Well, yeah. It's default. The divers, we met them. Dummy. Dummy. Dummy 9 and Dummy 999 and... Okay. Erkimus, we do meet him. Execution Manager, Fake Durkas. Fake Durkas. Like, oh, I remember who the Fake Durkases are. I remember him. They are in this chapter. Our Companion, Flesh Shaper, Flooded Warrens, Fugitive, Gardener. Don't recall meeting one. But okay. Maybe later. Governor. Hack's Assistant. Bunch of hermits. Hiding Acolyte. Hobo Wife. Okay. There's the Invisible Kitten again! God damn it. Who are you? And why are you invisible? Who's the Invisible Kitten? It's gonna keep me up at night. Lady Olianthe. Okay. Crit. No, Centilia, we met her. That's aspyce chorda, we have not met her. Crossuse, Seneschal. Oh! Seneschal! Suspicious of Seneschal. Okay, so Noble is probably aspyce chorda, so there's gonna be some kind of quest where she ends up being suspicious of her own Seneschal. You should never. Your Seneschal will never abandon you. He will never leave you. He's always at your side. Ooh, Slanesh Demon. Hell yeah. And Corn. Player Leader, Private Alpha. That's us. Pontifex, Cartius. We've seen these names. These are prologue ones. Psyker Companion. Red Tooth. Who the f... Okay. Rotten Fish. I remember that one. Septima. Servo Herald. Okay. There's a bunch of sisters there. Sleepless Bandit. The spy companion bitch shows up again. But if they can be level 7, then surely they're not just in the prologue, no? It could also be because, like, at the end of the alpha, we end up in this weird space that we're in right now. You can see my characters are in right now. And in that space, you get some flashbacks to things that I think happened in the prologue. So it could be why certain companions that are prologue companions show up as, like, higher level or whatever, like here. It could just be because they're in the flashback. Test companion toybox error. Love me some of that. Move to graft, crit village, test. That's a lot of testing. Thief priest. Hall. Tuma, that's her name. Tuma Fusilier guard. So she shows up as a guard? Tuma undercover, yeah. Again, spy. Undercover as a guard. Very interesting. Oh, male portrait now. Didn't we see that Tuma was female earlier? Again, if it is a Kalidu's assassin... Could just be because it's, you know, default names of things. Tribunal clerk. Verdict. Wounded tech priest. Oh, that's sad. Zealot female. Zealot guard. Zerby. That's our boy. There's the zero companion thing again. Zolda. Who are you? Zolda. Were you in the game and I just don't remember you? Placeholder female portrait. Oh, fuck yeah. The zero companion. Kingmaker. I love that it keeps showing up. They never bothered to change that shit. Fuck that. That's brilliant. Discordance. No, she only shows up in these 3. Oh, wait. Sorry. Cog Discordance cutscene. Huh? Does she show up? Or is it just the regular word Discordance? Discordance bark. Interesting. Level 5 and level 6. Okay. Etudes. Artifact destroyed. Nothing special. Why are these hidden? What does that mean? Mechanics of Bastion. Route of Bastion. Okay. Bastion Serpentis. Chamber. Outcomes. Council chamber. First visit. Zerby office. Okay, so Bastion Serpentis is where Zerby is. At some point in the game. Persephone swears in library. I guess so. So far we know Persephone is probably a pyromancer. She swears a lot, and she blows herself up. Gotcha. probably does not make it out of the prologue. Probably because she blew herself up. Corsair kicked. Yep, Corsair companion, Corsair states. Corsair joined. That's my boy. Dark Heresy Etude, Dark Cavern. Daemon Ritual known. Jesus Christ. I am baffled by the fact that there's DLC stuff already in here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is... I've seen this text. The Corsair one in the game. Fanatics, fanatics, fanatics. Fake Baron. Brilliant. Final dialogue. Revenue go. Gas mask needed. Good intentions, outcomes. That sounds ominous. Not good outcome, good intentions. Oh boy. Hero eat war. Hero eat together. Hero eat shaman. Oh. Okay, so I think hero here is our Kroot. Because it's the war shaper and the shaman being the flesh shaper, probably. Important NPC names. I want to forget. I want to know. What's this related to? Xenos Ruins. Huh. Skishan Zolda. Kill Ogren. Please don't kill Ogren. Poison Wild. Okay. Romance counters, although still does not specify. Shows the parent, companion name romance, but it does not show the children. Only the parent, I think. Show settings. Yeah, I know. Linked area part, no. That's annoying. Romance counters. Could I search for the word romance counters as a parent? Yeah, it doesn't help. I was trying to see if I could find the children nodes of romance counters as opposed to the parent node, but not really. Shame, shame, shame. Votan. Oh! Hold up! Wait! Votan as in the Leagues of Votan? Whoa, hold up. Well, it would be with two N's, but it's not uncommon for owlcat to misspell things in their... in here. Oh, shit. Are we gonna encounter Leagues of Votan, motherfuckers? Isn't that the dwarves? Isn't that that one faction no one fucking plays? It literally is, though. Holy fuck. They're really gonna give us... They're gonna give us the fucking... super niche factions, aren't they? That's brilliant. That's awesome. Autopsy of a Votan, kill Votan? Let's not kill Votan, bro. And it is spelled correctly here, so... yeah. Okay. Votan corpse. Okay. This is pretty cool. Huh. Let me think. Drukhari. We have Drukhari weapons. And that's an encyclopedia thingy. Ocean, you mean the Volus? Chronos Paint Engine. Wait, what? Animation. We're gonna meet a Chronos Paint Engine? That makes me happy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Eldar. Eldari armor, of course. Eldari runes, Heartseeker armor. That's cute. Banshee stuff. Cool. Eldari tank feature. What do you mean Eldari tank? What do you mean tank? Chapter 1 boots. What do you mean tank? Okay. Corsair meditate. Eldar heavy hip weapon style. Rifle. Fuck yeah. Staff. Eldar race. Howling Banshee. Fuck yeah. King Howling Banshee. Tell me we're gonna actually meet one. Well, this is just a cloak. So, not necessarily. Scorpion. Eldar chain. What's that? Scorpion chainsaw. Space Marine. Wait, why would it say Space Marine Eldar? Why would it say Space Marine Eldar? Oh no. Oh no. The Inquisition has a few Astartes. There it is. Death Watch. The Death Watch serves the Ordo Xenos. Is that what we are dealing with here? Hope not. Not a fan of them. And they're not going to be a fan of my character. She's a radical inquisitor and walks around with a bunch of fucking Xenos. Space Marine Eldar. Why would you have that in the same fucking sentence? Oh god. Terrifying. Maybe it's just because we're going to have a Space Marine who uses an Eldar rifle. And so this is like the animation of a Space Marine, which are bigger units carrying an Eldar rifle, which I'm still a little worried about because the only Space Marines I can think of that would ever fucking dare to use Eldar weapons are, I mean, maybe the Grey Knights? Maybe. I don't mind the Grey Knights as much as I mind the Death Watch. I wonder. I wonder. Power Sword. Eldar Power Sword. Okay. Cool. What else? What's the name of the fucking Weebs faction? Forgot the Weeb faction name. 1 second. No. Not anything obvious. We can try Orc. See what happens. Anything Orc. Wait, no. Orc is with a K, I think, right? Orc is with a K, yeah. Workers, work. Worker. Physical bird. Games Workshop. What are they doing here? Can I spawn Games Workshop? No, I can't spawn Games Workshop. Fuck! Agitator key. Interesting. Why would this be hidden? Huh. All those workers. Warehouse worker. It's just a lot of the word worker because it includes the letters O-R-K. Shame. Not seeing anything orc. You can try Tyranid, but I'm pretty sure it's... Oh. Oh, guess not. Gene... No, not Gene Stealer. Votan we know is there. Do we have any Necron shit? We do, actually. Scorpec. Scorpec Lord. Huh? Is that a known thing? I'm guessing the answer is yes. Yes, it is. Scorpec Lords are Necron nobles who have succumbed to the Destroyer cult. Oh boy. Creature weapon style. Cool. Okay, so we have some confirmed Necron shit in here. At the very least, weapons from them. At the very least. Oh wait, because Tau is usually spelled with a, yeah. The word cult? Do you have anything? Death cultist. Oh. Oh. That's cool. Cult. Nothing too fancy. I'm guessing Rogue Trader is going to be a bit of a stretch, but it's mostly going to be aspyce, chordas stuff. Rogue Trader, Rogue Trader, Rogue Trader. Yeah, it's just chorda. It's just a lot of stuff from chorda. Dubious knowledge. That is Aspis Chorda's ability. Dubious knowledge. Okay. No comments. Okay. Trader. I don't think a Suriani. No. Trukari. Eldari. No Exodites? Nope. I can try. Imperium. Do we have any Custodes? No. Sad. Astra Militarum? Well, Astra Telepathica. Militarum. Active back, reinforced ammo, smoke out. Astra Militarum. Active buff. Talent. Interesting. Tempestus Scion Squad. Tempestus Scions. That is a thing. Okay. That is a fucking thing. Okay. Astra Militarum vendor table. Gotcha. So we're gonna be dealing with them. Tempestus Scion. That is a very specific Spec Ops, according to Reddit. Apologies, Astra Militarum is not my area of expertise. But they are a thing. Cool. Trench Squad Guardsman gains +5 perception. I think we're gonna be either fighting with them or against them. Interesting. Let me think. Slaanesh, yeah, Demonet's Claws. Slaanesh. Yeah, we're gonna be dealing with a bunch of Slaaneshi stuff. That's not surprising. Any Harlequin? No. Sad. Fucking Space Marines. I'm guessing, yeah, Grey Knights and Death Watch I think we already tried and nope. Space Wolf? Space Marine. Crude Chaos Space Marine. Huh. Space Marine Elder. Space Marine Melee. I wonder if the implication of all these is that we are going to have a Space Marine companion again. No. No Blood Angels, no nothing. No Dark Angels. Templar. Nope. Yeah, did not expect to see Votans being ripped. Hope not give us a blank instead. Yeah, no. We're definitely getting a blank. Unless they give up on it, it seems very likely. Blank, no. No, we have 0. We have these two. We have something that's called Zero Companion, then we have the Pariah, which is far more obvious. Pariah comes. Fair enough. Pariah Companion. Yeah. I'm guessing this is from the encyclopedia, that's why it says Enk. Event condition, or not. Play. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. It just played a random cutscene that didn't actually show anything. Again, same thing. Let's not do that. Let's not fucking do that. Pariah Inc. Artifact allies, artifact demons. Interesting. Okay. Just Pariah. I'm guessing this is the, yep, encyclopedia entry block. It's just the way the game explains to us what a pariah is. Very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah. Quests, answers, dialogues, cues, flags. Races? Yeah, no. Got nothing there. I ain't reading all that. I'm sorry for you, or I'm happy that it happened. Careers. There's 2 Mystic. Okay. Well, that's gonna have to be enough. You guys will have to excuse me. I will be right back. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. When I come back, I'm pretty sure that the game has already come out, ex voto, so I will switch to that. See you in a bit.